Welcome aboard. Today I'm flying United Airlines Economy on a short domestic flight and take a closer look at how it really compares to what you may expect. With that, we'll begin our journey in San Diego, California.
A beautiful morning from here in San Diego, California. Today we're going to fly with United to Denver International Airport, and this is a very early morning flight with United, so we're going to head to the airport here very shortly and hopefully check out the brand new Chase Sapphire Lounge that just opened last year at the San Diego International Airport before we board our flight with United to Denver. But clock's ticking, so let's head over to San Diego International Airport.
Since this was an early morning flight with United, I stopped by the recently opened Chase Sapphire Lounge here in San Diego to grab some breakfast. It's located in the same terminal that United uses, which makes for an easy stop. The Chase Sapphire Lounge here in San Diego is accessible to Chase Sapphire Reserve card holders and Priority Pass members. And if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description below.
Hello. Good, how are you? Priority Pass, right? Or do you want my credit card?
The card and then your boarding pass first.
Once I checked in, this lounge left a very good first impression. The overall looks here feel very Southern California with surfboard accents that give it a local feel. There are plenty of different places to relax here, including a softly lit fireplace area with comfy chairs all around. And for a little extra quiet, there are private relaxation rooms overlooking the tarmac where you can catch some nice close-up views of jets. The food selection here is thoughtfully prepared with fresh options that work really well for an early morning stop. There's also a solid selection of drinks to choose from, along with a full-service bar offering complimentary alcoholic drinks. I just got seated here at the Sapphire Lounge. Like I said, this lounge is actually pretty nice. If you do get a chance to come here to San Diego, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's really fancy looking. The food here looks pretty good. Now we'll be taking United over to Denver today in economy class. Just keep in mind that this lounge is not included with the fare ticket, so you'll definitely need a Priority Pass card or a Chase Sapphire Reserve. The food here turned out to be better than I expected, fresh, flavorful, and a nice way to start the morning. You can also order additional items directly to your table using a QR code, and those are included as well. A few minutes later, breakfast arrives, hot and nicely presented, and a great way to start the morning before an early morning flight. With breakfast wrapped up, it's time to head back out toward the gate and get ready to board United for the flight to Denver. This morning's flight is on time, and I'll be boarding group number 3. The plane that will be taking me to Denver is a 14-year-old Boeing 737-800 configured with 16 first class seats, 48 economy plus seats, and 102 in economy. For this flight, I'll be seated in 28A. At the door, the flight attendants were welcoming as everyone boarded the plane. Passing through first class, the plane had the older first class style seats, but my seat today is 28A in economy. The seat offers 30 inches of seat pitch, which is standard for United's economy class. It's not the greatest seat pitch compared to what other airlines offer, but for a flight of this length, it gets the job done. In the seatbelt pocket, you'll find the safety information card, as well as United's Bistro onboard menu, where you'll find a selection of snack boxes and packaged items available for purchase on board. There are also small meals available for purchase, while complimentary snacks and drinks are still included in economy. This is a slightly older United aircraft, meaning that it's going to have a slightly older entertainment system that you see here. Now the entertainment system on this United aircraft is not touchscreen, so you have to use the remote that's built into the armrest. Looking out the window early this morning, another United aircraft was preparing for a flight to San Francisco while we were getting ready to head to Denver. Today's flight time is just under 2 hours, cruising at 37,000 feet. As we began pushback, the flight crew handed out sanitizing wipes, which was a little unusual since those are typically offered during boarding.
We're happy to have you aboard. We appreciate your attention as we get this safety video on and roll.
There are also 4 window exits over the wings.
So thank you for choosing to fly with United.
Taxiing out to the runway took about 10 minutes this morning as arrivals were starting to come in. Once airborne, the takeoff was surprisingly quick, climbing straight up through a thick layer of cloud before settling into cruising altitude at 37,000 feet. This economy seat comes with padded headrests with a bit of adjustability, which adds some comfort on a flight like this. Recline is controlled by a button built into the armrest, and the seat reclines at 2 inches, which is pretty standard for an economy seat like this. Once reaching cruising altitude, the crew came to the cabin handing out earbuds for the in-flight entertainment system. The headphone jack is located in the armrest, which keeps things simple but can take a moment to spot. The screen itself is a bit dated, but it still offers a good selection, including light cable TV, which I always appreciate. Wi-Fi on this flight is available for a fee, priced at $8 for Mileage Plus members, though it wasn't working during my flight. Messaging, however, is free through apps like iMessage and WhatsApp, and you'll also find TV shows and movies available on the United app if you prefer to use your own device.
So one thing I really hate about flying on United's Boeing 737-800 aircraft is that they have no power outlets anywhere, which makes it pretty difficult if you're looking to charge your devices. I would definitely recommend bringing a power bank, especially if you're on a longer flight and you need to charge your own devices.
Snack and drink service began with about 50 minutes left remaining in the flight after some unexpected turbulence earlier on. Soft drinks are complimentary while alcoholic beverages are available for purchase, and on this flight there are 3 different complimentary snack options to choose from.
Snack service came first, and the 3 complimentary options were the pretzel mix, the dark chocolate, or the wafers. And the flight attendant was kind enough to let me get 2, so I ended up getting the pretzel mix and the wafers. This is actually one of those snacks that I have not tried yet from United Airlines specifically, so I'm really curious to see what it tastes like. Normally I'm not a big fan of caramel snacks, but this one is really good. The texture that you see here is very soft, and inside is filled with caramel, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Drink service followed shortly, with just about 40 minutes left until we reached Denver International Airport.
And drink service just came, and I got a sparkling pineapple, and my wife got a ginger ale. This is actually one of the flavors that I have not tried yet from this brand in particular, but I'm really curious to see what it tastes like. It's pretty good, very pineapple-y. Overall, this flight has been pretty decent. The service has been pretty good, nothing special or anything like that. The crew have been pretty friendly. The flight overall has been a little bit bumpy here and there. And the seat as well has been pretty good. There's enough padding on the seat, enough to make you feel comfortable. The only downside is that there's no charging cables anywhere here, so if your flight is a Boeing 737-800, I would definitely recommend bringing a power bank, especially if you're on a longer flight.
Overall, this United Airlines Economy flight from San Diego to Denver was a solid, straightforward experience. The cabin was clean, the crew was friendly, and having seatback screens with live TV is always a nice feature. However, legroom was just okay but typical for economy, and on this particular aircraft there were no power outlets available. While the Wi-Fi also wasn't working on this flight, the experience overall was solid for a short domestic hop.
And that should wrap up the video from San Diego to Denver International Airport on the United's Economy class. If you guys found this video helpful, useful, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it and help the channel out. Until next time, peace out.